For those who hear, let them hear. For those who see, let them see. May the Christ within illumine the world, and know that God is one with thee. Melchizedek Truth Principle. An Ascension in Consciousness. We are happy inasmuch as you are making discoveries. And the greater the unveiling in consciousness, the sturdier your growth. Though it may appear to you that we speak in mysteries, it is not such. All that is necessary is for you to listen. And true to the statement, silently you ask. Of whom do you ask? Not we of the council. For in silence you are opening the door to the nearness of the vastness of which you are a part. What happens when you do this? You are experiencing the ascension after the crucifixion. What do you mean by the crucifixion? You have, so to speak, crucified the 5 physical senses of their betrayals. You have not annihilated them, but you have eradicated betrayal. You are no longer a doubter. You are no longer a Judas, a betrayer. You are no longer an unregenerate Peter, a denier. The 3 moral perceptions I have just referred to are 3 of the 5 physical senses which are most detrimental to man. And after you have crucified their deception into its native nothingness, you arise and begin to shine, as if it were in the fullness of the great white light. All distress of the physical body, as we have previously mentioned, is because of imbalanced chemistry. Chemistry. Is there anything which expresses life where chemistry is not to be found? We are agreed that in all that which expresses life, there is to be found a chemical analysis. Although man of earth may not be agreed, we are agreed, and as that which you have learned to call time unfolds itself, you too shall be agreed. All life, wherever you find it expressed, cannot continue without light color. For when all color is blended together, it expresses its parent, the great white light of the cosmos. When man has risen above or ascended above worry, anger, fear, all that which is contrary to love. Let me repeat, when man has made the ascension and through knowing, through acceptance, declare his oneness with the living God, each throne center, of which there are 12, becomes radiantly active with the parent light. In the previous lesson, we referred to man in quest of spiritual emancipation of being Israelitish. An Israelite is one who seeks release from bondage. An Israelite is one who seeks release from bondage. You will remember the story of the Israelites as they were captives. They were held in bondage in consciousness. But there was a man called Moses, and Moses led the children from Egypt. What is the meaning of Moses? Emancipator, deliverer. And there was a parting of a body of water, as the story is told. Red Sea. What does the Red Sea symbolize? Why the Red Sea? It symbolizes love. And in what particular season of the year did Moses lead the Israelites? It happened in the spring of the year, meaning new life, new expression of life, all that which lays dormant during the season you call winter. And there is a portion of the spectrum of the sun which man refers to as cool or cold. When man is willfully disobedient to God, he is in the winter season of life. He is not experiencing the warmth of love. But when the warmth of the spectrum kisses the earth, the bloom of the apple tree comes forth. And because of its obedience to the warmth of God's love, it becomes the apple, part of the sun in the apple. We have heard it mentioned that corn grows at night. Why does it express growth at night? Because there's part of the moon in the corn as well as the rose. And what is the moon? The reflected light of the sun. And there would be no reflected light if it were not for the sun. Here is a seeming mystery to man. The rose, like the corn, is active because of the reflective light of the sun. It receives its benefits during the day. But when the intense vibratory action of the sun rays become less intense, as that which you know as darkness appears after that which you call the setting of the sun has taken place, the corn and the rose express in the quietude. Listen, dear hearts, in the quietude, what you have absorbed when the sun rays were very active. Out of the vast come nearness. When man becomes mentally quiet, peacefully, call it meditation, call it prayer, call it what you will. When he removes himself from all mental frustration, he becomes as the corn, as the rose, a little bit of God's heaven in everything that grows. Man is inclined to become, and I want to be kind in making this statement. He becomes a trifle unmindful of God when everything about him appears to him to be beautiful. He is inclined to rather forget. He is like the marine of old. When the sun shone bright and the sea was calm, the mariner became vicious with his seamen, blasphemous, tyrannical. But when the sea became tempestuous and rage, he said to those whom he had quarreled when the sun shone brightly, "Let us pray. Let us ask for the stilling of the waters and to reach the harbor safely." And a voice answered him back and said, "If you have found me in the calm, you will know me in the storm." The corn, the rose, found God in the calm of the day, and as the sun reflected its light to the darkness of that which man knows as night, the corn and the rose have no fear. There was no storm, no tempestuous sea. What happens when imbalanced chemistry begins to express itself through the evidence of that which is known as pain, discomfort? That is the tempestuous sea. What happened when man seeks God? How is the sea calm? How is pain annihilated? How does the physical temple become whole? Man, through prayer, desires to know God in greater measure, though he has erred. Speak to each fiber, each cell, each particle of the physical temple, and particularly does he speak to the red and the pale purple corpuscles. And through quiescence, prayer, meditation, he becomes part of the vastness. He becomes peaceful. And though he is aware of it or not, he is saying to the corpuscular structure of the blood, "Agree with thine adversary, while thou art yet in the way with him." Become harmonious ye laborers in the field of the Master, ye laborers in the vineyard of the Master, work together in harmony. It has not become too long since we have said to you, harmony is born from the womb of love. Listen, dear hearts, wherever you see the expression of adversity as you walk along life's paths, pause long enough in your thinking to say, Father, I thank you that which I behold about me has not come nigh my dwelling. It has been truly written and truly mentioned, man's extremity becomes God's opportunity. And it has not been too long since we have spoken to you, dear hearts, of full surrender in love. Out of the vast come nearness. All one, dear hearts, that is nearness. Not alone, all one. For the God of love, of which man sings, has put a little bit of his heaven into every living thing. And as you ministered, you became vibrant, alive, living, full, whole, from the storehouse of the great vastness of infinite supply. Another poet, having read those beautiful lines of love, expressed it in this manner. Would you know life abundant, love double for all you give? There is a means no surer than helping someone to live. Good night. Bless you, bless you, bless you.